Today we're taking a look at the Milwaukee Bucks vs Atlanta Hawks match, which is happening on Sunday, June 27, 2021, and giving you my betting tips and predictions in general on this game. Welcome back to High Stakes. Let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos. And if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. 5 plans are available for each and every one of you. You can get 30 extra betting picks all the way up to 270 extra betting picks per month. Stop wasting hours and hours of your time searching the internet for some fake betting predictions and losing your money because of it. Join High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks and advices instantly. The Hawks host the Bucks Sunday night in a pivotal Game 3 of the Eastern Conference Finals. The Hawks stole Game 1 in Milwaukee as Trae Young exploded for a game-high 48 points, but the Bucks answered back with a dominant 125-91 blowout of Atlanta in Game 2. Can Young and the Hawks adjust against the Bucks' more aggressive defense, or will Giannis Antetokounmpo and his shooters regain the series lead? The Bucks bounced back from their Game 1 loss impressively, handing the Hawks a 34-point beatdown in Game 2. They will try to retake home court advantage with a win on Sunday, which will give them their 4th win in their last 5 games. Milwaukee is averaging 109.6 points per game in the postseason. They finished with 125 points in their last game, making 52.1% of their field goals and 36.6% of their three-pointers. Giannis Antetokounmpo led the way for Milwaukee with 25 points, 9 rebounds, 6 assists, and 2 steals. Jrue Holiday finished with 22 points and 7 assists, while Chris Middleton added 15 points, 7 rebounds, and 8 assists for the Bucks. Milwaukee has done a good job defensively, giving up 108.6 points per game in the playoffs. They gave up 91 points in their last game and will need a similar effort if they want to get the win. The Bucks consistently got better shots than the Hawks, winning the scoring in the paint matchup 62-30. Per second spectrum, the Bucks' shot quality has been much higher than the Hawks, and as long as they can shoot a respectable percentage from beyond the arc, at least 33%, they should have a great chance of winning comfortably. The Bucks' offense will consistently generate quality looks, with Antetokounmpo's nearly unstoppable driving ability collapsing the defense. Players like Lopez, Jrue Holiday, Chris Middleton, and Bryn Forbes must step up for the Bucks to regain home court advantage. The Hawks looked lost in their last game and couldn't keep up with the Bucks, who got off to a fast start and controlled the game. They will try to bounce back from the loss and retake the series lead with a win over the Bucks, which will give them their 3rd win in their last 5 games. Atlanta is averaging 105.9 points per game in the playoffs. They finished with 91 points in their last game, making 41.5% of their field goals and 25% of their three-pointers. Trae Young led the way for Atlanta with 15 points, 3 assists, and 2 steals. John Collins finished with 11 points and 8 rebounds, while Cam Reddish added 11 points and 2 rebounds for the Hawks. The Bucks are the better team, and I like the value on them as 4-point favorites, with value down to -5.5 on BetMGM. They have gotten better quality shots than the Hawks, as Antetokounmpo has a matchup advantage and is less frequently settling for jump shots. Atlanta has done a better job defensively, giving up 107 points per game. They gave up 125 points in their last game, will need to play much better if they want to win this game. Bogdan Bogdanović and Kevin Huerter will play key roles in taking the defensive pressure off of Young with their playmaking and scoring. Bogdanović hasn't been the same since suffering a knee injury in Game 6 of the previous round, as he has scored fewer than 9 points in 4 straight games and remains questionable to play in Game 3. The Bucks figured out a way to limit the Hawks' potent offense by keeping Young out of the lane, and I don't trust the Hawks without a healthy Bogdanović to cover. The Bucks have a much larger margin for error, and I recommend pouncing on them, as this may be the last game of the series where they are favored by 5 points or fewer. After scoring 17 and 27 points to finish the series against the 76ers, Huerter has scored just 13 and 8 points in games 1 and 2 of this round. These two must elevate their play alongside Young for the Hawks to pull the upset. Danilo Gallinari's shot-making, John Collins' hustle plays and Clint Capella's defense and rebounding will also decide the game. My first betting advice for that game is to pick Bucks -4. If the Bucks win and cover as short road favorites, they must continue keeping the Hawks out of the paint with their more aggressive drop scheme defense while their shooters capitalize on open looks. The Bucks played more aggressively defensively in the Game 2 win as they limited space for Young on his drives. Instead of having Brook Lopez take a deep drop, he met Young closer to the level of the screen on his drops while limiting his ability to get into the paint and make his deadly floaters. Other Bucks helped defenders stun it in from their men while collapsing potential driving lanes for Young. The Bucks also switched 1-4 defensively to keep Young from turning the corner in pick and rolls. The Milwaukee Bucks will be out to build on their 125-91 rout of the Hawks to even the series up at 1 game apiece in their last matchup. Giannis Antetokounmpo led the way with 25 points on 11 of 18 shooting with 9 rebounds and 6 assists, while Jrue Holiday added 22 points on 9 of 14 shooting with 3 threes and 7 assists, and Brook Lopez had 16 points on 6 of 8 shooting with 3 triples. Chris Middleton added 15 points on 6 of 13 shooting with a team-high 8 assists and 7 rebounds to finish off the offense for the Bucks in the victory. Giannis Antetokounmpo leads the Bucks in scoring and rebounding in the playoffs with 28.9 PPG and 13.2 RPG with 5.5 APG, while Middleton has 22 PPG with 7.7 RPG and 4.5 APG. Jrue Holiday has 17.1 PPG with 5.5 RPG and a team-high 7.7 APG, and Brook Lopez is chipping in 12.8 PPG and 6.3 RPG to make up the scoring in double figures for the Bucks in the playoffs. As a team, Milwaukee is averaging 113 PPG on 47.3% shooting from the field, 32.6% from 3 and 74% from the foul line, while allowing 104.2 PPG on 46.3% shooting from the field and 30% from 3 in their last 5 games. The Atlanta Hawks will try to rebound at home and retake the series lead after their frustrating loss in Game 2. Trae Young led the Hawks with 16 points on 6 of 16 shooting, while Danilo Gallinari had 12 points and Cam Reddish and John Collins each had 11 points, with Collins adding a team-high 8 rebounds to cap off the scoring in double figures for the Hawks in the losing effort. Clint Capella also added 8 rebounds of his own, and Bogdan Bogdanovic added a team-high 4 assists. Young leads the Hawks in the postseason in scoring and assists, averaging 29.4 PPG and 9.9 APG, while John Collins is averaging 14.4 PPG and 8.8 RPG. Bogdan Bogdanovic and Danilo Gallinari are each averaging over 12 PPG, and Kevin Huerter and Clint Capella are also averaging double-digit scoring, with Capella averaging a team-high 11.9 RPG as well in the postseason for the Hawks. As a team, Atlanta is averaging 103.6 PPG on 44.6% shooting. My second betting advice for that game is to pick under 224.5. Good luck to all of you. That's it for this video. Stay tuned and stay safe for the next betting tips and advice.